So soon after receiving my TRX4 Bronco, I knew I needed to replace the body. It was just too beautiful to tear up in my opinion. In this video, I'll show you guys how to convert your TRX4 to make it Pro-Line body ready. You'll need what you see here, and the part list can be found in the description below. We begin with tire removal, and then remove the battery tray. Note that you should save and mark the screws in case you ever want to reverse the conversion and go back to your Bronco with inner fenders. I wrap the screws in masking tape and mark them with where and what they go to so I don't lose them. They are then put into my parts storage. We then begin with the front fender removal. On the driver's side, these 3 screws must be removed. On the top of the vehicle, the upper shock screws and fender to body post screws must be removed. On the front passenger side of the vehicle, these 2 screws must be removed. Ensure that you have a way of keeping track of what screws go where. We will now install our shock tower mounts, noting that the one with the steering linkage goes on the driver's side. If you haven't already, go ahead and remove your front bumper so that you can access the steering linkage. After finishing the installation of the shock tower mounts, replace and mount the front body posts. We begin converting the rear end with the removal of the rear bumper. On both sides of the rear of the vehicle, the following screws must be removed. Note that there are 3 per side. On top of the vehicle, the rear body post screws must be removed as well. Note that the second screw from the front of the vehicle must be moved to the 4th hole. The 2 screws holding in the battery clip from the bottom of the vehicle must also be removed, as the new position of the rear body posts block it from being used. This is why we will need Velcro straps to hold in our battery. We then remove the battery retainer, as it will no longer fit under the rear body mount posts. Install the rear shock mounts into the two open screw holes on either side of the vehicle. They should be positioned as such. Reinstall the rear body post mount. Since I do a fair amount of bashing, I don't ever run my truck without a bumper. Here, I install the Traxxas TRX4 sport bumpers onto my truck. Before installing the front bumper, I turn the mount upside down to give it a bit more height and improve my approach angles. The next thing to do is loosen the body mount so that we can determine the right height for our new body. If you are going to a pickup body, you will need the smaller mount. The part number can be found below. I still haven't figured out how to properly mount my Hilux body, so if you have, please comment below. If you have a new Proline body, this is where you will mark and ream the body and then begin the painting process. Check my other videos for tips on that. Once we have the right height, we tighten the screws. The next thing will be the installation of the Velcro battery straps. Your TRX4 is now ready to run a Proline body. Check back later for more TRX4 overhaul videos. Doggo out.